let's advance to Tag Duel Sunday. Despite the fact that you absolutely hated me earlier, you're the one I have the highest affinity with, which I find hilarious. Alright. Let's duel these two. Been a while. Chaz and Bastion. And they're not as they don't really I don't really think they synergize too well this time around. They didn't before, but Bastion's Earth deck was very good. Ugh. Sorry if you see me randomly scratch myself, because I was outside the other day and I got bitten, I think, like 4 different times by mosquitoes. So that's fun. Now, if Bastion were using this deck and Chaz were using his VWXYZ deck, this would be a good team. Because the XYZ parts are all light attribute. Instead of wind. Alright, let's pot of greed. Heavy storm. Yeah. Special summon the Gilosaurus, because that doesn't matter. Freed is a problem, so let's just go ahead and go for it. Set the negate attack and pass. And there's Chaz. There's Bastion's boss monster, which, fun fact, can crash because its effect states it can't be destroyed in battle. Too bad Mobius is not a warrior. I'm feeling generous. Have this extra 1,000. Well, that was kind of creepy. That look on that close up on Chaz. Honestly, I should have summoned the Command Knights, because that's you can't touch me scenario. So Prio, discard you. Dragon, get rid of the Kaiser Glider. I know I lose a card, but it doesn't matter. And let's go into battle. And there's another floater. Okay, he's out of Flying Kamakiris. He's probably going to summon Mass Dragon, the other floater. Wait, Mass Dragon's a fire. Never mind. Here's the Armed Dragon. Well, that could be potentially a Cyberblader. Ooh. Yeah, that's a problem. He sets a monster that could be literally anything. But the Flying Kamakiris back in his deck. That's annoying. Swords I've already used up. Hey, a Mobius. Hey, Chaz, I don't care about your swords. Hello, I am being raided. Thank you for the raid, Jordy. How goes it? The alerts are actually working now. My word. Just in time for Alexis to summon her boss monster. The Cyber Blader. Jaugen. Why would you... Really, Bastion? That is quite a monster. Alright. Swords, whoop-de-doo. Alright. Command Knight, sounds good to me. Let's see. Now we're going to play this song and dance for a bit. Also, thank you all for tuning in. Yep, I am RionRokage33. I stream a little bit of everything if you're not familiar with me. Pretty much, I just choose. I have a whole bookshelf of games, a whole backloggery, and I just grab a game and be like, I'm playing until I beat it. Drop me a follow. I'm trying to get up to 100, and something special will happen when I do. No, not Marshmallow. Well, this just got annoying. Great. Absolutely great. The perfect stall card. Fusion. I mean, sure. That's not going to do much. Oh yeah, Avarice, that card. But there's a Saku for your troubles. We lose the Cyber Blader, but oh well. Really? Treeborn Frog? Why? Oh, hi, Zaborg. Nice for you to join the party now. But I'm using one of my favorite decks from this time period, Monarchs. It doesn't really pair well with my partner, but hey. Jordy, if you want to share the group Discord, go ahead. I think you're still in mine, aren't you? Let me switch back to the deck I was previously using with her. Gotcha. Yeah, I think you're still one of my admins. But I'm going to use the deck that was synergizing with Alexis here. It's an Amazonas build. It's not very great. It's nothing like I was using in terms of power level, but it'll get the job done. Let's see. Going to nix the terraforming, and then I'm going to add swords and heavy. Let's see here. Just do this. That should be it. Ah yes, Nova, everyone's favorite punching bag. Let's continue this trend. Ew. This is an awful hand, Alexis. Yeah, I probably would have done that too. Command Knight would be a good place to start. Cathedral Nobles. That is a banned card today. It lets you activate traps the same turn you place them. Ooh, this is pretty good, actually. Let's do Marauding Captain. No. Into Warrior Lady. I will call the Command Knight. Voice crack. And go into battle. Wabaku. Of course. Never mind. Who would have ever guessed that a card that old would be so impactful? Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, someone activate chain. Alright, someone activate Chain Strike. Why would you do that? DD Warrior Lady's such a better monster. Glad it could be a service, Alexis. Alright, flip you up. Switch your attack. And summon another Command Knight. All my monsters have 2,000 attack points. There we go. Aw, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot she gains 500 when she attacks directly. That's nice to know. Well, that's annoying. Vampire Lord. No, that's fine. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Bye. Also, I don't think Vampire Lord can come back because I use a counter trap on it. I could be wrong. Okay, it does. That's if I solemn it. Because it technically never hit the field. Spell reproduction to play Pot of Greed. Seems legit. Come on, buddy, take my bait. What, Thunder Dragon? Drop. Puts card back. Well, that didn't work, but now you have a dead card in your hand. Triple Command Knight. That is so funny. I forgot to mute you. It's nice that people have not been blowing up my phone tonight. Breaker, huh? Let's just go for a power play. 2,700 attack points with 3 Command Knights. That is hilarious. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. No, I do not want to duel those two. Don't like those two either. Let's duel some main characters. Why not? I would like to use the elemental heroes, but unfortunately, they're not good in this era. Plus, I would need a lot of pieces. Key of the Swamp, not to mention polymerization, of course. And I need a lot of fusion. I would need 3 fusion gates to make it work. There'll definitely be a lot of consistency issues, and I'm going to play an ad here. Fair warning. Where in the world do you get Rhoda? Do you get it from Jaden's pack? So that's going to be kind of annoying. I swear Marauding Captain's like glued to my hand. Oh, where was that? Not that I'm complaining. Marauding Captain's a pretty good card. And the elemental hero with the biggest rear. Nothing I can do about that. Alexis, just heavy. Yeah, thank you. It doesn't matter. I get setting polymerization as a bluff, but why would you do that? Well, let's get to dumb levels. When my weakest monster, who is a floater, can beat over Clayman is hilarious. Ah, well, that's unfortunate. All right. Most of my monsters are Earth attributes, so Gaia power it is. Does everybody run swords? Ugh. Okay. Yep, there's the MST. At least I made that out. The thing that's bad about this deck is this is my boss monster. Because there's no Amazoness Queen yet. Cyberjar? What are we doing? What are we doing here, Jaden? Playing Empty Jar? Cyrus, like, did nothing that entire game. That was actually kind of depressing. These characters actually kind of scare me, but let's do it. You know, it's interesting when your page 3 characters are stronger than your main cast. Now, page 3 characters are original characters to the Tag Force games. I'm not going to abandon Paper Gang, folks. We just kept high-fiving each other there. Wait. There you go. Not a bad start. Holy crap. She drew Heavy Storm and her boss monster turn 1. That is insane. And a TD Warrior Lady on top of that. Oh. Well, and plus, not Solemn Judgment. I actually feel bad for them now. Be smart about it. Destroy with an MST. I use your MST to destroy your MST. Well, I'm feeling generous. And let's blank this DD. Let's blank this Treeborn Frog here. Yes, I will, because let's not have that thing in the graveyard anymore. Exactly. Moth, huh? Think all you have is MST? Yep. I don't think it matters. Yeah, we actually won. Okay, I just want to say, opening hand fusion and heavy storm is absurdly... That has to be the luckiest opening I have ever seen. Against two actually competent duelists in the game. That will never happen again. Don't like you two that much. I don't mind you guys. You have some strong back row, but it's not the worst. Pablo, teach me your ways by having an 80 card deck that just bounces everything. Maybe I should give up on Paper Gang, folks. Doesn't seem to be working. Also, these guys both have purple hair. What's up with that? Alexis, is Command Knight glued to your hand? Is there something you're not telling me? Yeah. Annoying, but not. Also, can I just say, can we just not give the AI Dimension Wall because they don't know how to use it? Divine Wrath is all the thing, but eh. Trap Hole. Okay. Okay. And time for some big damage. And second main phase, I link off into Extra Hero Diviner. Wait, what? Granted, that's stronger, but why would you do that? Ugh. Card's so annoying. Gora Turtle. That's a pretty good monster. Did they get a retrain like Gora Turtle Evolution or something weird like that? Crud. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, I was probably suspecting that would be a monster. I love how you're unironically running that card. Well, appears my field spell it's causing me to shoot myself in the foot. Cool, yeah, great. Love to see it. Yeah, this is normally what happens to me a lot. I just dead draw all my spells and traps and have a monster rotting in my hand. Happens a lot. Happens more than I care to admit. Let me just say that you guys may not want to make me too angry. Because, I could just whip out the strongest deck I have. If you want to use your superiority on me like that, then let me knock you guys down a peg or two. So far, my second strongest deck is Viva La Vida. Time to show off the first strongest deck. Alright, fellas. The gloves have come off. This doesn't synergize at all with my partner. But you have nothing to blame but yourselves. Okay, now you definitely are, Jordy. Even just summoning Cyberblader would have been a heck of a defensive play. Now to blast an MST, am I right? Nope, that was a good call. Ooh, why was this card ever legal? Oh, it's so good. Turtle Raccoon, really? Really? At least you're on theme, I guess? Shining Angel. Cool, cool. Let's get him out there. Out of all the recruiters I've got, I only managed to get a play set for two of them. I hate that card so much. He has one in his hand. Good to know. Good to know. Correction. That card is fun for you to use, but I hate it whenever an opponent uses it. Because I feel like it just draws out the inevitable. Ah, there's Gore Eternal Evolution. I knew that was there. Well, too bad it's not showing off what this deck can truly do, but I think we got our revenge on them. I have a bunch of back row. Summons Jinzo. Doesn't look like I care. Yep, he had it in his hand. Now go away. You're not getting the extra 1,000. But this deck I'm using when it goes off, it has a 99% win ratio. The only time I lost was once, and that's because I had the worst hand you could ever have seen. And my opponent had a big monster that they used Snatch Steal on. So, I'm my own weakness, essentially. I feel confident enough to duel you now with this, since you all forced me to bring this one out. Gotta be careful what I'm saying these days. Out of context. Alright, fine. And I abandon Paper Gang and get punished. Of course. Making me go second, huh? With this deck? Are you sure about that? Eh, 500 burn's not great, but it will do. And saw through that, thank you. That card is so annoying. Overload fusion? Oh dear, dear, dear. Alright. Summon you. Vortex, eh? Alright. And I'll make you pay for that. Zolga. So you're using a lot of Ashizur's Earth Fairies. Is that your strategy? Okay, that's 1,000 off of them. Yeah, it's one of those rare instances where this deck does get dead draws. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. At least I can do something. I didn't mean that. I meant to set it. Oh well. Denied. Did you open with all three of those? That's kind of insane. Yeah. Yeah. This is why you should have activated Heavy Storm. Oh well, at least we have a few turns thanks to that card. A good thing he doesn't have the field spell. Alexis, this is very concerning. I'm just saying. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Is it worth it? $2,400. Yeah, I guess. The power bond would kill us. Got an idea. I'm only fusing 2, so I don't eat the power bond damage. Just in case. I did normal summon already. Alright. And that's when I get skill drained, am I right? Please, Heavy. Yep. I'm psychic, I swear. I only pulled one Chimera Tech, unfortunately. You only gained 400 from that, so whatever. How do I want to do this? It's going to give them the extra, but whatever. Not good. Not good. Yeah, we lost. We're fuck. You know, I'm okay with the AI being stupid. Well, there's the field spell. The Agent of Force Mars can be scary at this point. As can that, and I believe that is game, if he activates his ability. Yep. 4,700? That's a lot of damage. Alright, well, chalk up another loss for that deck. Alright, 2,400 is not bad. I think we can leave the side to go do what we need to do now. I still need giant